So I love gardening, and I've been gardening for a while, since I was young. So in this particular garden that I am showing you on this video, this is where I grew up gardening. So we planted many things, vegetables in particular. We got most of our food from this farm. These are the avocado flowers. It has just started flowering, but look at these bananas. Just look at their sizes. Look at the sizes of these bananas. Honestly, look at this. And it's so healthy. You know, this is the greenest it can go until it's looking dark. And there is no way I will pass without checking if they are ready. Looks like the avocados are the ones that are really shining in this farm. Mom has tried to make this a fruit garden. Just look at that. We have so many. So you see the other ones are fruiting. These ones are in different. There is a banana. You know, because these ones are so tall. Look at how high it has gone. But it's a good variety. There's so many bananas on it. And still on the same space, there's another one that has popped out here. And usually, in most homes, you'd have maize grown just in a section where you can be able to boil them and be able to roast them. But you'd have a separate farm, or the main farm, where you're growing maize specifically for as a cash crop. I'm just imagining, how does it taste? You know, we eat differently depending on the slopes you come from. Some cultures have never known that this is edible. But if it's edible, why not? We need to try. I don't know which variety this is, but if you have noticed, there is not a lot of cassava in this farm. And even us growing up, there were so many myths around cassava, eating of cassava. It was said that there is a variety that if you eat it, you will die, especially if you're a child. This will not miss in my mom's garden. These are sweet potatoes. It's just that you'll find them in separate places. Things on this farm that I don't understand. Now, what is this? Guys, what is this? There, yee, we have a snail that has a shell on it. So when you have your vegetables, ensure that you wash them very well, because you don't know what works on them when they're out here. And wow, I did not know that it is long time since pineapples were grown in this region. So it's another afternoon, and I really want to thank God that He has given me grace and an opportunity to see this good day. And I'm still at my mom's place in her garden, in her organic garden. Actually, I'll just be showing you her farm. So I'm under this avocado tree. I don't know whether you can see. There are no avocados really. Actually, it's just flowered. But from the back, you can see some bananas, several bananas. Then we have some maize here. Yeah, these ones are young ones. And we'll be seeing several other things from the background. I don't know what you can see, but that's okay. So I'm just here chilling on this afternoon. I've been vlogging for some time. Actually, I've done quite a bit. I'm also almost done with the farm. But I really want to appreciate you. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch these videos. You really encourage me, you motivate me. And now it's my duty actually to look around what we have and also share with you. And the main purpose is for you to be able to learn something. Like now we are in the western part of Kenya. It's raining. It's actually a rainy season. I did some vlogging in the morning, but actually just changed and waited for the rains so that I can be able to do them in the evening. So I'm actually quite muddy, but that's fine. I just needed to have this done. So if you're new to this channel of African Mom, I want to welcome you so much, and I appreciate you being around. It is my pleasure to always have you around. If this is the kind of content that you like, kindly consider subscribing and also share if you can. If you have something that you have noticed or you want us to learn, just leave a comment. A sweet comment, of course. Who doesn't like good things? I will really appreciate. So I love gardening, and I've been gardening for a while, since I was young. So in this particular garden that I am showing you on this video, this is where I grew up gardening. And it was a must that we all learn how to garden. So we planted many things, vegetables in particular, carrots. We learned what is called double digging. Now I'm hearing them be called raised gardens. And we were many children, and life was not so easy, but we got most of our food from this farm. We bought very little, and most of the things, if I remember, it was actually most of the things we got from here. So we all participated. Whereas my dad did majority of the cash crops, maize and beans, for our fee in terms of food to eat. We actually got it from our garden. And it's my mom who really took charge. And every child participated, whether boy or girl. And this really has helped us, because all of us, wherever we are, because we are all grown up now, we actually do gardening. Even us, like me, who is in a semi-arid land, I try as much as I can to plant something. I actually eat what I grow, even in containers. On the small farm that I have, I do plant the food that I eat. And I know the value of growing what you eat or eating what you grow. It makes a big difference. It's fresh food, it saves time, it saves money, it saves you a lot of trouble, the hassle and the worry of where am I going to get my food, I don't have money, and also issues of safety. So I think you will learn something. So come and join me in the video. So let me begin right here from the avocado that I was leaning on. So there it is. And these are the avocado flowers. It has just started flowering. It doesn't have any avocados now. Right now they are not. But if all goes well, you can imagine how the shining will be. We'll have a lot to eat, some to give away. I don't know whether my mom sells any of this. I have not asked her, and I have not known her to sell, but I will find out. But look at these bananas. Just look at their sizes. Look at the sizes of these bananas. Honestly, look at this. And it's so healthy. You know, this is the greenest it can go until it's looking dark. Look at even this. You know, there are so many shooting up, all because of organic manure. Mom has so much manure from cows, from goats, from sheep, and lately from chicken. Look at even this avocado. This is a mango. It's just growing in between. Imagine, in between the banana. I don't know whether it will be considered or it will be removed. There are so many of them here. I guess if I were the one, I would uproot some of them so that but there's no need of uprooting because they are all looking healthy. Just look at that. And they are growing so tall. I think it's because we have so many trees around, so they will definitely follow the tall trees. Then we have sugarcane. Sugarcane. These ones are just for chewing. I showed you, if you have checked in the other video, there were some there. And there is no way I will pass without checking if they are ready. right? I'm unable just to cut it with my hands, my bare hands, but normally I would. So I'll get just machete or a knife and I'll be able to get some sugar cane. So this you don't need to buy. If you went to the market, just one of this would cost you like 20 shillings. So you can imagine if you want to eat one or two, and that's daily. It quenches your thirst because sometimes it gets so dry. And also if you're reducing on your sugars, this is natural sugar. It's really nice. If you're in a position to make juice, it's good. But I prefer chewing them because it also has exercise for your teeth and for your juice. Looks like the avocados are the ones that are really shining in this farm. Mom has tried to make this a fruit garden. Just look at that. We have so many. So you see the other ones are fruiting. These ones are in different stages. So it looks like they are going to have avocados the whole year round. So if you are selling them, because here in the village, one of these goes at 3 shillings, 3 Kenya shillings. Where I stay in Machakos County, same country, one of these, when it grows at this size, it is 20 shillings. But when it grows a little bigger, I hope I'll get one that is a little bigger, it goes to as much as 50 shillings. That is quite expensive. Then look at this banana. I like looking at them when they're at this stage. You can see the bees, pollination, and soon we are going to, I can actually see small bananas inside those big leaves. Look at that, they are well covered and it's looking so long. So I'm seeing like we're going to have a very big banana here. So this one is at this stage. I forgot to show you the other one. Let me just go back and show you. So there is a banana, you know, because these ones are so tall. Look at how high it has gone, but it's a good variety. There's so many bananas on it. And still on the same space, there's another one that has popped out here. What impresses me is the size of the stems. Look at the way they have been held. You see, these ones have to be held. Look at this. It's the one, I'll show you one of the trees that is grown here that is grown specifically to support these bananas. They are so big. So farming is so nice. Can you imagine if you're in business? Here in the village, this would go for 500 shillings. But where I come from, one banana, just one like this, goes for 10 shillings, depending on the season. It even goes up to 15 shillings. Or if they are small ones, there are 3 for 20 Kenya shillings. That's very expensive, especially if you have a child who is on complementary feeding, and that's part of the food that we use for complementing their diet. It's quite something. It's a bit expensive. So this is the tree I'm talking about. This one, you see the way it grows? It usually has this V here. Then you'll be able just to chop there and then chop there so that it makes a V here, this clear V. Then it is used to support the bananas. It's very important to grow this type of trees because the bananas are heavy and they would easily break when they are not yet ripe, when they are not yet mature actually. So there was maize that had been grown here, and usually in most homes you'd have maize grown just in a section where you can be able to boil them and be able to roast them, but you'd have a separate farm or the main farm where you're growing maize specifically for as a cash crop so that you can get your more money for food and also for school fees if you have fee to pay. This is just for subsistence, just to eat at home, roasting Yeah, for breakfast, boiling them. Yeah, banana just amazes me. See the way it is spaced. Look at that. They don't put so many. They are not normally so many, because this could be around just 50. But when they are fully grown, they are so big. Look at this. The flower is one of the most beautiful. I'm told in some communities this can be cooked and eaten. You see, what I am aware of is once the banana there has reached this stage, then you need to chop this, because it's also taking nutrients, to allow the banana itself to be able to get all the nutrients now from the stem. But if you know more about, let us know. That's what I know for now. Do you eat this in your community? Let me know. And if you know, if you eat it, then how do you cook it? I'm just imagining, how does it taste? We eat differently depending on the slopes you come from. Some cultures have never known that this is edible. But if it's edible, why not? We need to try. So let me know in the comment section how you treat this. We have a lot of bananas. So this one is a variety that is not cooked. But you can see just from this same area here, planted at the same time. So we have this almost ready. And I like looking at this. That's why I wonder, do you cut this? Because you see it keeps drying and it becomes thinner here. It has also been supported. Then look, we also have this banana here, also grown. And if you see at the far end there is another banana there. Then we have this one here. And I even think, because this is not the variety that is cooked, it's usually ripened, this one should be ready. I think my mom is not aware that this is ready. Just see how long it has grown. Look, look, look. It's almost touching the ground. Just check. Almost touching the ground. See where the ground is. Just check. Look at that. Just almost touching the ground. So this is really nice. Really, really nice, and has been supported. This one I think needs to be removed. It could easily fall down. So I'm happy that I have done this vlog. I have discovered that my mom does not come to check her bananas. And I don't know if people can steal them from outside here. But also it's just good to remove them when they are ready. And I told you, look at that. This one is ripe. You see? This one is ripe. Imagine on that stem inside here. Inside here. Mom does not know that this one is ready. Look at that. Very nice bananas. Then you can contrast with this one. This one is also mature. Can you imagine? This one is also mature. It's so small, but it's mature. I don't know whether this is for eating. And if it's for eating, it's so difficult to prepare it because it's so tiny even to touch. Generally, what I've discovered is that mom has a lot of bananas planted. And I told you, here in the countryside, bananas is one of the foods that is eaten so frequently. It makes one of the best meals, and it's eaten by all age cohorts. When someone is sick, it is actually the preferred food for them. Most people, when they're ill, they would prefer having bananas and maybe nuts, which we call groundnuts sometimes. Yeah, and more sugarcane, more sugarcane. Then we have these cassavas. I don't know which variety this is, but if you have noticed, there is not a lot of cassava in this farm. And even us growing up, there were so many myths around cassava, eating of cassava. It was said that there is a variety that if you eat it, you will die, especially if you're a child. But growing up, To discover that there are different varieties, and there are some that are actually poisonous. The variety itself we do not understand, but mostly it's dried and then it is made into a flour, and we cook a meal that we call ugali. We actually mix it with maize flour and sometimes millet flour. In fact, not sometimes, mostly it is cassava and millet, and if maize is added, it is very little. So cassava is not very popular, and if it is eaten raw, then it is boiled and eaten with tea, what we call strong tea. And why it is strong, I don't know, but normally it is milk. It has no milk. It is actually just water and a beverage. But it tastes really nice. Yeah, it tastes really nice. And this will not miss in my mom's garden. These are sweet potatoes. It's just that you'll find them in separate places because of the variety. Some places she just puts so that she begins to have a number of vines which she can transplant to another area. Like these ones are purple, and they were removed from here and taken to another part of the garden. So we eat a lot of sweet potatoes, and actually more than the cassava. And so mom would not do without planting these sweet potatoes. In town, sweet potatoes are really expensive. Just 4 pieces, and that is 100 Kenya shilling. So it's just slightly less than $1, but that's quite expensive. And in the village, you have a whole packet. You don't even know who to sell to, because in most homes, actually, they grow bananas, sweet potatoes, and cassava. There are some things on this farm that I don't understand. And because I'm doing the vlog alone, now what is this? Guys, what is this? This is definitely not a banana. Could it be a flower? And there are so many of them down there. What is this? Let me know in the comment section if you know what this is. And also this. What are these? What are these? Gosh, I don't know what these are and what their function is, because if they truly were something to eat, if they were edible, I don't think all these ripe ones would be here. So if you know also what this is, let me know in the comment section. I'll also be inquiring what they are, and I will let you know. Then we have the aloe vera. This is the super plant. Aloe vera is used on any cuts. Girls like using it on their faces to make it smooth. When any of the chicken are sick, in fact, it's not when they are sick, routinely it is put in water daily for chicken to continue eating them. So this is something really nice to have on your farm. Aloe vera. There we go. More sweet potatoes, more sweet potatoes. And in between we have our mature murenda, famous vegetable. It has even dried up, so the leaves, the seeds could easily be gotten from here. Then what do we have there? Yee, we have a snail that has a shell on it. So when you have your vegetables, ensure that you wash them very well, because you don't know what works on them when they're out here. Then if we like them and we enjoy eating them, you just never know. Here again we have more seeds. These are called the mbaazi. Mbaazi. What do you call these seeds in English? I know them as mbaazi, but I'll be checking out the English name. If there's no English name, or definitely it has to be there, I'll be giving you the scientific name. And wow, 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 wow. I did not know that it is a long time since pineapples were grown in this region. Guys, in Western, do we plant pineapples? This is interesting. We have a pineapple. Wow. And I can see others there, but they're in a bush. I think Mom has planted too many things. She needs to rethink. No, maybe not rethink, but there are so many. It's just that they need to be weeded and checked on. Then there are purples grown here. Unfortunately, just check. This is a male one. This is another male one. Wow. Does she really know that she only has males? Wow. This needs to be checked, and we grow another variety. More of the purples so that we get more females. We will not eat those ones. What are they pollinating? Then we have a loquat here. I cannot see any loquat on it, but there are a few seeds. And then on the loquat, no, these are two different, three in fact. There is a mango there. Then we have one loquat tree here, and we have another loquat tree here. And then guess what? The famous squash. It doesn't disappoint. Whenever it gets an opportunity, it will always patch onto another tree and grow. Wow. This is mango. Is this mango? No, this is avocado tree. This is mango tree. But what I would think is that they are so close to each other. Because if the mango tree grows big, the loquat normally doesn't grow so big. But the mango here will grow big. Unless it's of a different variety, which I do not know. But mangoes grow very big. Then look at that. We have another loquat growing. And the Nandi flame, it has very beautiful flowers. Look at them, red, nice ones. But they have a lot of dirt. When those flowers fall, ooh, they are not nice. Then here we have our pumpkin. Already we have it flowering. There it is. We eat pumpkin. Oh, it has some. Here we have a small one here. Look at that. So when you see a flower, definitely what follows is going to be the fruit. Because look at this. We already have this. It's fruiting. Then we have more and more and more and more. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Guavas. I think I should take this one. It's a nice variety. They are small, but they look nice. Then I can also pick this one. Guys, what do? Here we are. Here we are. Life in the countryside. Let me show you where the vegetable garden, where the vegetables have been planted. Wow. I know somebody's telling me I should have washed the fruit before I ate it. Actually, that is the correct thing. It's a good habit. Wash your fruits before you eat them for safety, and also wash your hands before you eat. Good practice. Now, this should be a herb. It has grown on this mango tree, but I know that it is used to make juice. Guys, do you know what this is? Look, it has these flowers here. Oh, they look like seeds. But I know growing up we used to make juice. I should find out exactly what this is. But if you know, guys, let me know. I've really learned a lot, even if I'm vlogging to show you, but I'm also learning because some of these things I had forgotten. It's just good for us to remember. So this is cocoa. Can you see that? They're thick. And inside, there are cocoa seeds. I wish I could open up some of this so that you can see, but they are not yet ready. This one looks like it matured. It dried up before it matured. But normally we take it to the posho mill and it's ground. But traditionally we use just 2 stones to grind it. And actually it's used as a beverage after that. So being in the countryside is the best. If you make use of the farm that you have, you can literally grow almost everything. And here we are at the carrot section. Carrots, carrots, carrots. Please watch my previous video. We also have some carrots that are grown elsewhere. Let's look at them. I have to check if they're almost there. They also need to be weeded a little because the weeding here is not much. It's actually just removing the weeds, these small weeds. You don't need even a hoe. But let me try and see if we have any carrot. Oh, here we are. They are still young. They are still young, but at least she will have some carrots. So yeah, good job, mom. Good job. Then as we continue, we have some kales around here. These ones are small, very small. We have another loquat here. Just have a look at the farm. But let me move fast so that we can be able to see where the vegetables are. Then I'm seeing birds here. I don't know how they open this. Do birds open this? But I've just seen them running away from here. So we have these berries. Let me see if this one is ready. Yeah, look at that. And just hold it like that and we can eat it. So many of these have been grown, but normally they would change color. You see, like this one is drying up, so it means that it is almost ready. Which berry is this? Let me know which berry that is as we move ahead. So you can see these were raised gardens, small portions, small portions. I think they want to remove these scales that have now enough of the suckers to be transplanted. Then they grow more. Look at that. That's another raised garden. This is a banana that had been chopped and it is also sprouting. So actually they don't need to come from the sides, like shooting like this one. You see, like this one is shooting also from here, but this one is shooting from where it was cut. Actually, I didn't know that it can shoot from inside here. I know from the sides like this, but this is the common one from the sides. This is a very common tree in the countryside. See the number of seeds. It just has a line of seeds inside here, and it's very easy to grow. Sheep and goats really like the leaves of this tree. They're actually very nutritious for animals, and you'll find them in most homes. And they also make very good firewood. In the countryside, we don't use gas only. Slowly, we are also coming up with more and more people are using gas, but firewood is at least in almost all homes. You'll even find them growing building separate kitchens outside so that they can use firewood. So in this corner here, these are green grams. Can you see? These are green grams. They were weeded recently, but because of the rain, they are competing with other weeds. So they'll have to be grown, and the weeding will take more and more time. More weeding will be done. Unlike in the dry season where it is done once. Then of course we have the sugar cane there. Yeah, they are. So thank you so much for walking with me through this garden, and I have really learned a lot. I hope you have also learned something new. If you have any queries, kindly leave them in the comment section so that we continue learning, because this is a learning platform. I hope you're motivated or encouraged to do your own gardening and also to grow what you eat. There's a lot of fulfillment in eating what you grow. I'll see you in the next one.